young whippersnapper. You can't beat me. I got a bad bladder. Every 30 seconds, I got to pee. Hey, I see you trying to date these women. Hey, I see you trying to date her. They don't want you. They want an old school. Cause I change up what's the name. Hey, you a rapper, young whippersnapper. I take a ticket to pole. Hey, are you a rapper, young whippersnapper? I take a ticket to
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for tuning into my channel called Take Heed to the Message with Abang Anwa. It just means Queen Baby. How y'all doing this morning? It's good to see y'all. We are about to get into some foolery this morning. I know I'm starting a little early today because I think I'll change the time to 9. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on it. But I think I'll change the time to 9 because I want to see if I could get some more time in. Okay? Because I got to get, my watch hours are good, but I got to get more time in on my platform because I take my platform seriously. Even though I do other content, I go to other people's stuff, I still take my channel seriously because my husband tells me to make sure I take it seriously. So, I value his opinion and I respect my king. So, I got to take it a little bit more seriously than what I do. And I got to start on time. First of all, I try my best to start on time. Okay. But we about to get into this foolery. Okay. The title of this nonsense this morning is Charleston White said he is voting for Kamala Harris. Charleston White said he is voting for Kamala Harris. Now, I want to share something. Trigger warning, everybody. Trigger warning, everybody who watch my content, okay? Trigger warning. I have to give you a trigger warning. I will be doing this every morning. Trigger warning, okay, of my content. All right. I just want us to be clear what my content is, okay? Let us be clear because sometimes I get digs from other people in social media places. And so I want you to understand, I want you to get it from the horse's mouth. Let's be clear what my content is, okay? We're going to be clear on it this morning. And we're going to be clear on it every morning what my content is, okay? My content is ratchet. My content is ghetto. My content is toxic. But my content will always have a lesson in it. If you take heed to the message, my content will always have a lesson in it. Also, my content will always mention Yahweh. Even though I'm not a Bible thumper. But I thank Yahweh for what he has done for me and what he will continue to do for me. Okay? I acknowledge Yahweh is real. So I just want us to be clear what my content is, okay? I want us to be clear because a lot of people think when they say to me that my channel is toxic, right? Let's get it one more time, buckshot in the air. When they say my content is toxic, and when they say I'm one of the ones that just turn on the camera and I just get a title for my stuff, okay, I want us to be clear. That's what the fuck I do. Let's be clear about it. I turn on the camera, I get a title, and I talk my ish. I want us to be clear on it. Yeah. Listen, let's tell the truth. Let's tell the truth and shame the devil. That's what I do. I don't write anything down. Okay? I don't write anything down. I don't prepare. Okay? Only thing I will do is prepare. I'm going to dress nice and put my jewelry on. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to talk my ish. That's what I'm going to do, baby. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come here. I'm going to smell good. I'm going to put my clothes on right in front of the camera now. I'm gonna put my clothes on, my jewelry on. I'm gonna fix my wrap and everything. Okay. I'm gonna smell good as I sit down in here in my studio. Okay. I'm gonna make sure I'm clean. Okay. That's what I'm gonna do. But I don't write shit down. Yes, I don't. Nah, I just get up here and talk shit. That's what I do. This my channel. This my channel. So I don't do charts. I don't do stats. I don't do none of that. Okay? I get a title. I get a title. Okay? I get a title. And let me share something else with you. Sometimes I may steal a title from somebody else. But I will shout them out that I stole their title. See, that's what I'm talking about. I'm not one of those thieves, right? That'll say I'm not one of those people that thieve from other content creators and say I did the shit. I'm not one of those. I'm one of those that's gonna say I took the shit. That's what. So I want us to be clear. I want us to be clear that do I steal subjects from other content creators? Yes, I do. Let's be clear. But I will shout them out, okay? I'm gonna shout them out. I'm not just gonna say I did the shit. That's what my channel is. Yeah, I'm sorry, okay? I want you to know the truth, okay? I'm not a regular content creator, okay? I'm not. I get in this bitch and turn the camera on and I talk shit. That's what I do. Trigger warning, everybody. That's what I do. Okay? Now, I have to put that disclaimer out here every morning. You'll see me put that disclaimer out there every morning because I want y'all to be clear what my channel is, okay? I want you to be clear. So if anybody say, Take Heed channel is this, that, all you got to do, you ain't got to argue with them. All you got to do is say, yup. Mm-hmm. Did you ever see her say it? She say it. She say what her channel is. But I will tell you one thing. Anytime I come on a live, anytime I do a video, anytime I do a short, there is a lesson within it. It may be comical. Mm-hmm. It may be heartbreaking at times. And it's gonna always be the truth though, baby. It's gonna always be the truth. It may be comical and it may be heartbreaking, but it's gonna always be the truth. Mm-hmm. Take heed to the message. Jasmine, I see you, baby. Walking tall, how are you? Trey, what's going on? Green beans, what's up, baby? It's good to see you. So we about to do what it do this morning. Okay, the title once again is Charleston White said he is voting for Kamala Harris. Okay, do you believe that Charleston White is really voting for Kamala Harris, or was it a soundbite? Put a 1 in the chat if you believe he gonna vote for her, or put a 2 in the chat if it was a soundbite. What y'all think? Put a 1 in the chat if you think he gonna vote for her. Put a 2 in the chat if it's a soundbite, y'all. What We Know podcast. How are you, sir? It's good to see you. Thank you for coming to rock with me. Boss man, I see you. Boss man said it's a soundbite. It's a soundbite. Jasmine said it's a soundbite. Green bean said it's sarcasm. Okay. Walking tall said it's 2. Trey said 2. Okay. All right. Let's see. I got this from Angry Man channel. I want y'all to hear what Kamala said.
So I know how to make a mean pot of greens. In fact, people used to ask me to make greens for them for Christmas. One year, I had so many that I had to wash that we ended up washing them in the bathtub. So I am not playing around.
Is that true? What y'all think? Put a 1 in the chat if that's true. Put a 2 in the chat if it's false. Put a 1 in the chat if that's true. Put a 2 in the chat if that's false. Do you believe Kamala Harris cooked greens and it was too many greens and they put it in the tub? Let me know. What y'all think? What you think? What you think? Green Bean said, man, please. Captain Pinto Beans. Jasmine said too. Trey said the same bathroom she was washing she was washing her funky ass. Him, Trey, you too much. Now, I'll share something with you. Back in the day, I heard this by one of my aunties that when they used to cook greens, they would wash them in the tub. This is an oldie but goodie. That when grandma cooked greens, she would wash it in the tub. Okay? And because it was so much, she would wash it in the tub. That's an oldie but goodie back in the day. Now, for her to say that now, and the things that we learn about cooking hygienically, she lying. She lying. But it's okay, though. I mean, people lie. They being sarcastic at times, okay? Trey said, I never heard of that. Yeah, my grandmother and they used to do it back in the day. But for her to say that now, I think she was doing that being sarcastic. What y'all think? She was being sarcastic. I gotta share this with y'all because I heard this and this was amazing. The way that this man broke this down. He's a scholar in Africa. He's a scholar. And I want y'all to hear him. Check this out.
Bishop?
The mind of a colonized person is pathetic. That we have to sit at this day and age and protect a system that has vandalized and destroyed us to such an extent that we can sit around and debate its veracity within our cultural corridors.
Yeah.
It's a shame that we must seek for tolerance with external forces that are encroaching into our cultural space. We have never imposed African culture on the European system. But here we are as Africans, fighting with each other of how to protect the colonial religious system that has invaded our space. I'm not sorry for saying what I say, but on behalf of the grandchildren that will come after me, we have an enemy in the house that has corrupted our minds. And if we pursue on this path of debate, we'll end up as coconuts, brown on the outside and white on the inside.
Did y'all hear what this scholar said in Africa? Did you hear what he said? Did y'all hear what he said? We need to stop being coconuts. Brown on the outside and white on the inside. Good morning, Mr. He said. How are you, sir? It's good to see you. I saw the pictures. You was out with the girls. I understand. Daddy Day. I like that. Being around daddy. I like that. Yes. The girls need that. That's beautiful. I like that. And Mrs. She said was rocking it out on her own. She did a good job, though. She was by herself. She did a wonderful job. I was watching from the clouds. It was good. Check this out. He said brown on the outside and white on the inside. A lot of our mindset, we brown on the outside, but white on the inside. Because we'll get up here and debate each other about who is best, the Republican Party or the Democratic Party. And the truth be told, both parties don't work for us. Both parties don't give two shits about us. But we will get in a heated debate. We will get in a heated debate about the presidency. I watched this on Black Men Unfiltered. And both brothers that I admire was in a heated debate. And it went left. It went left. The debate went left. But I still respect both of the brothers. But remember, anything when you're talking about religion, anything when you're talking about politics, it's going to always go left. But even me in these YouTube streets, these Instagram streets, I have lost over, let me see, 200 people in my Instagram because of what I said about Sonya Massey, also what I said about Kamala. And that just led me to believe that this scholar is correct. We are brown on the outside, but we white on the inside, like a coconut. Because we will get in a heated debate with our sister and our brother over two parties that don't give two shits about us. Two parties who don't give two shits about us if we live or die. hmm Shout out to the information man because I was in his live yesterday. I was watching from the clouds and I was also in it. Just like I was doing, Mrs. She said, I was in it, but also watching from the clouds. And he brought up some things that was amazing inside the whole Massey case. And I watched a lot of content creators say that the shooting was justified. It was justified. The shooting was justified. And I had to take a step back and look at the content creator and I said, wow. Now, I never said the shooting was justified, but I did say she threw the water on him. That's what I thought in the beginning when I watched the video. She threw the water on him. But then as I thought about it and how the lawyer Crump had went into detail about how the bullet traveled, right? I was like, nah, she couldn't have thrown the water on him. Because if he's 6 something in height, he would have saw beyond that divider if she was really going to throw that water on him. Because it looked like he took her out while she was kneeling down. And then you got to understand too, why was the camera off? Like, was he ready to do demon time? You know what I'm saying? Like, in his mind, he was already ready. And then also, I thought about how Information Man was talking about all the tattoos that the men had on their arms. And it was, the group that don't like us, because I have to be careful when I say that because the algorithm will block me. The group that don't like people that look like me. Okay? So I said, wow. And I had to sit back and watch content creators go off on each other. I had to watch content creators go off on each other about this subject. And I still said, why did the cop ask? Because Information Man had more video. And I said, why did the cop ask if she was a 1096, I think. Trey, he said a 1096 on the video. And so they said a 1096 meaning that she's mentally ill or something like that. I hope I said the number correctly. I'm not sure. But why didn't they ask that beforehand? And you got to understand the questioning was a little bit off. All the questioning was off. Like Trey said, they should have never made it in the house. It should have just been done outside, and that's it. And I understand that, but a lot of our people are brown on the outside, but the mindset is white on the inside, like a coconut. Thank you, Trey. Thank you, Trey. Trey said we use another number, 313 in DC. Okay. Did I say that right? In DC, yes. So I look now at some of the content creators and I just say, wow, and a lot of people were saying she was nasty, she was rude and everything like that. And I heard the conversation that Information Man played on the woman, and the content creators were lying. She wasn't nasty to the police at all. She was very respectful. She wasn't nasty at all. So what led me to believe all this is that he was just ready to delete her. That's all. He had in his mind he was gonna take her out. That's all I saw. When you go into information man video yesterday, he just was on some demon time. He wanted to delete her. So I just want to share something with y'all. We brown on the outside, but we have the mindset. We have the mindset of the white coconut on the inside. I want to share this with you, and a lot of people, we don't change until we affected by it. We don't change until we affected by it. And I'm gonna get help with this. Check this out. I'm gonna get help with this. A professor is gonna teach this. It was on IG, and he's going to show you. He's gonna show you what it means to say something, even if it doesn't directly affect you, but you saw it. So you know how Port Authority always tell people, if you see something, say something, right? Check this out. Listen to this real quick.
You there, second desk, blue jacket. What is your name?
My name is Alexis.
Alexis, please leave my lecture room. I don't want to see you at one of my lectures ever again.
Ever again. I don't want to see you ever again.
I don't understand.
I am not going to ask a second time. Thank you. Why are there laws?
Why are there laws?
What are laws for? Anyone?
What are laws for?
Social order.
Social order.
To protect the person's personal rights.
To protect the person's personal rights.
So that you can rely on the government.
So you can rely on the government.
Justice.
Justice.
Thank you. Tell me, was I unfair to your classmate just now?
Was he unfair to her? by kicking
Indeed
her
I
out?
was.
He said I was.
So, why didn't any of you protest?
Why didn't y'all protest?
Why didn't any of you try and stop me?
Why they ain't stop him?
Why didn't you want to prevent this injustice?
Why didn't we want to prevent the injustice?
See, what you have just learned, you wouldn't have understood in 1,000 hours of lectures unless you lived it.
Right, unless you lived it.
You didn't say anything because you weren't affected yourself.
Because you weren't affected yourself.
This attitude speaks against you and against life.
Yes.
You think it doesn't concern you, so it's none of your business. Well, I'm here to say, if you don't help bring about justice, then one day you too may experience injustice.
You too may experience
and there will be
injustice.
nobody there to stand before you. Truth and justice lives through us all, and we must fight for it. Because in life and work, I mean, we often live next to each other,
We do.
but not with each other.
We do.
We console ourselves that the problems of others are nothing to do
It's
with
nothing
us,
to do with
none of
us.
our business. And we go home glad at night that we're spared, but it's about standing up for each other. Every day an injustice happens in business, sport, or on the tram. Relying on someone else to take care of it is not good enough. It is our duty to be there for others, to speak up for others when they cannot.
When they cannot.
I am here to teach you the power of your voice. I want you to learn critical thinking to empower you to stand up for what is right, even if it means going against what everyone else is doing. Let's begin.
Now, this was just a skit. It was just a skit, y'all. Okay? It was just a skit. But I want to share something with y'all. A lot of us, I'm sorry. Good morning, Tara. What's going on, baby? It's good to see you. John, I see you also. Okay? Young, what's going on? Now, this was just a skit, but what the man said in the skit means so much to our community. I'm going to share with you why. A lot of us, because we are in different parts of the United States, right? And we live in different ways of life, right? We live different. Some live hood, some live below the poverty line, some live in the middle class, some live in the upper class, right? Okay. So a lot of us will say, okay, well, that doesn't affect me because this happened in the poor part of the melanated class, right? This happened in the poor part, right? But check this out. The same way this happened in the poor part, this can happen in the upper class part. This can happen in the middle class part. Just because you are not directly affected by it, you know that this is wrong. You know that this is wrong because I'm going to share something with you. This could have been your child. This could have been, when you see children being deleted in the street, all because of a toy gun. When you see someone house get broken into because they have the wrong address, and so they come in, guns is blazing, this could be your house. I want you to understand that just because you were not the one that had the problem, okay, you were not directly affected by it, does not mean you're supposed to stay silent. Does not mean you're supposed to stay silent. I'm sorry, y'all. I got makeup under my nail and everything, Lord. Because I be putting that foundation on my face. So, that doesn't mean just because you're not directly affected by it, doesn't mean that, okay, well, since I'm not directly affected by it, so it don't mean nothing to me. Okay? No. You still have to come against the grain and say something. You still have to come and say something. Like, you will see people, content creators, or either just average Joes get up here on social media. Okay? And this woman will come to social media and say, I got 7 baby daddies. And people will get up here and say, oh, well, that's her business. That's her business. Let her handle her business. That's her business. Don't judge her, this and that. Because, see, you will say it's not my business. I'm not directly affected by it. I'm not the baby mama, okay? I'm not the one who has 7 children and 7 different baby daddies. But the problem is that these 7 children will grow up and be unguided. See? They will grow up and be unguided, right? And because #shame, Mrs. She said, okay, #shame is not given to this woman. This is why you will see everybody will agree that it's okay for her to have all these children. It's her business because you're not directly affected by it. You're not directly affected by her having all these children. But when you get directly affected by it is when her children become grown and they become monsters to the community. This is when you will get directly affected by it. That's why shame is necessary in our community. Because right now, the kids are young. The decisions that the mama made, it doesn't affect y'all right now. But when the kids become grown, okay, when the kids become grown, they become monsters to the melanated community. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? I hope I landed it well. Okay, because you know how I do my rant. Okay, I hope I landed it well. But I just want y'all to take heed to the message, because a lot of us will say, I'm not directly affected by it. It's not my business. When one of our sisters and brothers are deleted unjustly, first of all, if you pull out something on a police officer, you deserve to get got. You feel me? You deserve to get got. If you pull out something on a police officer, baby, you have signed your death warrant, okay? But if you have not, okay, if you have not, you don't deserve to be sent to glory. Okay? You don't deserve to be sent to glory. Good morning, Red Lipstick Vibe. You don't deserve to be sent to glory. Okay? I just want to share that with y'all. I just want y'all to understand that part. But because certain situations don't directly affect us, we don't stand out and speak. We don't stand out and speak. Even if we're going against the grain, we don't get out and speak because we're scared of other people judging us. On my IG, right? How I said that Massey should been married, right? A lot of people been fighting me because I said that Sonya Massey should have been married, and if she was married, she would be alive today, right? And some people put in the comment section, nah, it'd be two ninjas dead. That's what people said. Okay, they were mad with me because I spoke the truth. If she was married, there would have been no need for the police to have been called, because she would have just had her husband to go outside. Or either she would have called her husband and told her husband, something is not right. Okay? And the husband would have said, well, baby, let me check, or I'll be home soon. Right. And thank you, Trey. I appreciate you co-signing it. But this is the thing. A lot of people got offended. I have like 200 people that stopped following me on IG because I spoke the truth. Even when the truth feels uncomfortable, you have to speak the truth. Even when people don't like it and they don't want to be bothered with you no more. There's content creators right now that they know shit is not right. Okay? They know when shit is not right on social media, but they don't speak against it because they don't want to offend another content creator that they rock with. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to share something with you. If you do some fucked up shit around me, I'm going to tell you that shit is fucked up. I don't agree. I don't agree. You can't make me eat shit. If I don't like it, I'm not gonna eat that. I'm not gonna eat it. You can't make me eat shit. Okay? If I see a plate of shit, I know it's a plate of shit. You will not see me co-sign shit. This is what I'm telling y'all, that if you know and you see that this is wrong, even if it doesn't affect you, okay? It doesn't affect you directly, but you know it's wrong. You should stand up and speak. You should say it's wrong. That's why hashtag Mrs. She Said shame, okay? Because that's her word. But everybody, they use that word and they don't even say anything. That she's the one who talks about it the most, okay? But nobody acknowledged that. Shame is needed in our community. Shame is needed in our community to function. Yes, a lot of shit happened back in our grandmother's time, but it ain't as bad as what it is now. Okay? Because people had shame. They felt some type of way if they did nonsense. Nowadays, nobody have shame. You will come to social media and tell all your business. You have women that will come to social media. They will be praising their zaddy in one breath, and in the next breath, they will be kicking their zaddy down the street. And one breath, they will be praising their zaddy, and then the next breath, they'll be kicking their zaddy down the street. Mind you, you married this man. Nobody told you to fake the funk on IG. Nobody told you to fake like you balling. Nobody told you. But there's a lot of content creators that act like that. They fake like they balling. And then when the truth come out that they not, now you go run and hide and take everything off social media that pertains to the video and say, oh no, I believe she was having postpartum. No. That's not what it is. That's not what it is. The stuff she said was in her heart to say about her husband. That's not postpartum. I had postpartum. That's not postpartum. She had it in her heart and mind all the while she wanted to disgrace her husband on social media. She never had respect for him. So I'm not going to be like, I agree. Hey, Catalina, how are you, honey? I'm not going to sit up there and say I agree with her disrespecting her husband. Because she wrote that narrative of him being her white and shining armor. You know what I'm saying? That he came and saved her and her children. So she painted that narrative instead of telling the truth. But that's what we do on social media. We paint a narrative to make people think that's what it is. And then later we find out that's not what it is. I just want to share this with y'all. Just because it hasn't happened to your family, just because it hasn't happened to your family, that does not mean, okay, that does not mean that it will not trickle down to you. And in the lower class, right? Because we have classes in this country. We have classes. You have the lower class, you have the poor class, all that together, middle class and upper class, right? We have all these things, right? But just because something happens in the lower class, that doesn't mean that it can't happen in the upper class. That doesn't mean it. Because your child can be somewhere in the middle class and shit can go left. They could be around some friends that's in the middle class and shit can go left. And your child can be sent to glory. That's why I said we have to learn how to speak out as a people. That's all of us, every race. We have to learn how to speak out. When we see injustice, when we see wrong in our country, because we want to speak out and say everything about other countries. But do you think those other countries jump out and speak out when nonsense happen in America? I'm waiting. Do you think other countries speak out when they see nonsense happen in America? They don't. They don't, because you want to know why? It does not affect them. It doesn't affect them. Anything that happens in America, it doesn't affect them. It affects we the people. It affects we the people. The thing is that Americans were worried about everybody else except we the people here. Something happens in the poor class, it can affect the middle class. It can affect the rich class. It can affect them. But because it didn't directly affect you, okay? It didn't directly affect you. You say, well, that ain't my business. because that's what we do. It doesn't affect me. Good morning, Lost in Translation. How are you, sir? Maya, good morning. How are you? I just want y'all to understand that there's a problem there. If you have a woman, and I said this earlier, if you have a woman who has a large amount of children, and there's no king to give these kids structure, it's only her raising these children, and she's raising them in a bad neighborhood. Okay, all right, and they grow up and they learn the ways of the streets. Not all children who grow up in the hood are monsters and they turn out to do nonsense in the community. I grew up in the hood. I'm not there. I'm in the suburbs now, thank God, to my husband. But even when I lived in the projects, I didn't want to do nonsense. I didn't want to land myself somewhere in prison. Okay, all I'm saying is that children can be born in the hood, right? And be taught foolery, okay? And they can go and delete somebody that is in the middle class. But mind you, because the middle class never spoke up about the injustice that was going on in the poor community, okay? Because it didn't directly affect them, okay? So they didn't speak out what was going on in the poor community. It didn't directly affect them. So they stayed quiet. But later, when those children who were going through nonsense in the poor community and then got older and started robbing Peter to pay Paul, okay? Now it affects the middle class. Okay? Now it affects the middle class. A change has to come. A change has to come. Y'all, you got to understand that. You got to understand that. When one of us in America have a problem, we all have a problem. We all, it doesn't matter what color we are. When one of us have a problem in America, all of us have a problem in America. I want y'all to understand that. I want you to understand that. Blackmen Unfiltered, thank you for the $5 super chat. I appreciate you, sir. Blackmen Unfiltered said, it doesn't matter what race of a man a modern black woman is with, they will destroy them. Oh, that's nasty. That's harsh. That's harsh this morning, sir. You start in trouble. Okay? Now, I just wanted to jump in that. I just wanted to say that thing with y'all real quick. I know I was all over the place, but I wanted to share that with y'all. And I want y'all to understand that just because you want this certain candidate to win, right? That doesn't mean that this person is going to be amazing for this community. Just because someone looks like us does not mean that they will be amazing for our community, okay? And also, just because someone doesn't look like us, right? That doesn't mean that person will be amazing for our community. My melanated people, I want you to understand this. And I'm going to play it one more time. One more time I'm going to play it. And I want y'all to listen. Okay, this is a scholar from Africa. I want y'all to listen one more time.
Bishop?
The mind of a colonized person is pathetic. That we have to sit at this day and age and protect a system that has vandalized and destroyed us to such an extent that we can sit around and debate its veracity within our cultural corridors.
Yeah.
It's a shame that we must seek for tolerance with external forces that are encroaching into our cultural space. We have never imposed African culture on the European system. But here we are as Africans, fighting with each other of how to protect the colonial religious system that has invaded our space. I'm not sorry for saying what I say, but on behalf of the grandchildren that will come after me, we have an enemy in the house that has corrupted our minds And if we pursue on this path of debate, we end up as coconuts, brown on the outside and white on the inside.
But mind y'all, this mindset came from Africa. The mindset that we have, it all stems from Africa. Okay? That the mindset of the coconut on the outside and the white on the inside, this all started from Africa because we believed everything that was told to us. And they made so much money in slave trade. So we look at the coconut effect, that this makes sense. That white on the inside, but brown on the outside. The mindset is a problem. We getting up here fighting over who is the best slave master. I know it's nasty, but it's true. The one that's blue is the best slave master. The one that's red is the best slave master. We up here fighting over a system that never wanted us here. We over here fighting over a system that can't even come to an agreement of reparations. Now, this is just me talking shit, because my channel is toxic and shit, okay? My channel don't teach shit. This is what I get from other content creators that say this about my channel, okay? So, this is the problem. This is the problem right here. Our mindset is not right. We up here battling over who is the best slave master. My slave master is blue, and that's what I want. My slave master is red, and that's what I want. But both slave masters said, Negro, I ain't giving you no reparations. I ain't doing shit for you, Negro. You on your own. Okay? You on your own. Because I can't sit up there and say I got a black agenda. I can't get up here and say I got a black agenda. Because whatever I do for black people, it got to benefit everybody. Mind you, when they have agendas for other races, it just benefit that race. It just benefit that race. But they said they can't do anything for us, but they want that 67% vote. My people, because we are brown on the outside and got that coconut, got the white coconut in the inside, this gonna always be. Because we not willing to stand up and say that this does not make sense. We're willing to argue with each other, okay? We're willing to tell each other, oh, if you don't vote for Kamala, you ain't black. We're willing to get scared of Project 25. Mind you, Project 25 was just wrote by billionaires. And any president could use that. It doesn't matter, Democrat or Republican. But they're trying to stick it to Trump, okay? But any president can use it. Because mind you, at the end of the day, both of these two parties are the motherfucking same. Don't you know after these cameras and lights are off, these people eat with each other. They break bread with each other. They enjoy each other. They go on vacations with each other. Biden and McConnell was two powerhouses that could not stand each other. They could not stand each other. Both of them hated each other on the Capitol. But guess what? Every summer, like clockwork, they went on vacation together with their wives and children. Like clockwork. All these senators who get out here and talk nonsense to one another, and they argue with everybody and stuff like that. Especially these two. She called her a beach body. She said something about her eyelashes. I bet you these two women break bread together. I bet you. Because this is what they do on the Capitol, because they have to see us battling it out. We have to see them battling it out with each other so that we could say, okay, they dislike each other. They can't stand each other. That's right, red and blue. We fighting over who is the best slave master. We fighting over who is the best slave master. That's what we doing. Okay, that's what we doing. We out here arguing of who is the best. Hey, Renee, how are you, baby? We're not looking at the big issue. Both of them said they ain't doing shit for the melanated community. Okay? Both of them said they ain't doing shit for the melanated community. We don't give two about the melanated community. Both of them said that ish. Both of them, not just one. Not one said, oh, we gonna do reparations or none of that. I want y'all to get that out your head. Get that out your head. We not getting reparations. Please believe that. And I know some of y'all was like, oh, California got reparations. California got reparations. Do you think $2,500 is reparations for all the stuff that happened to our ancestors? Do you think $2,500 is enough for all the evil that has happened to our ancestors? If you think $2,500 is enough for all the evil that happened to our ancestors, right? I want you to unfollow me today. I want you to unfollow me today. I just want you to unfollow me. That's what I want you to do. But this is what they said. This is what they gave their people, $2,500 for reparations. Now, is it a drop in the ocean that is old? Yes. It's a drop in the ocean that is old. Green beans, listen, green beans, if you don't like what somebody say in the chat, right? If you don't like what they say, you could drop them. You know how I tell y'all all the time, this y'all channel. This y'all channel. Y'all mamas, you have power. If you don't like what they say, okay? It's not if I don't like what they say. If you don't like what they say, you could drop them. And I don't have no problem with that. So all I'm saying is that both of these people said they wouldn't do nothing. Both of these people, we see smoke and mirrors with them. Okay? Both of these people, we see smoke and mirrors. All right? We not looking behind the curtain. That's what's going on. I know y'all seen the Olympics. One thing about the devil, he'll play in your face. He gonna play in your face. That's one thing about the devil. He gonna play in your face. That is one thing about the devil. Hey, Malik, he gonna play in your face. He gonna let you know I'm here. Okay? He gonna let you know I'm here. Okay? That's why when I found out, and I didn't even know that this was in the Bible, but when I found this out yesterday, Grub Kitchen dropped this, and I was like, Grub crazy. When I heard it, I was like, nah, Grub crazy. Something wrong with Grub. Shout out to Grub Kitchen. But I was like, Grub Kitchen is crazy. But when I heard him say this, I was like, nah, I got to go to Scripture because he up here lying. That's what I thought. Check this out. This is what he said.
What up, fam? People that get mad when you start teaching them real scriptures. Well, let's go again. Matthew 7, 22 through 29. Matthew 7, 22 through 29. This is Jesus speaking to the people. People came to Jesus and said, have we not cast out demons in thy name, did many works in thy name, and healed the sick in your name. And Jesus said, get the fuck away from me, ye workers of iniquity. These are people telling Jesus, didn't we do this in your name? Now, who walks around casting out demons in Jesus' name? I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Who walk around healing sick in the name of Jesus? I heal you in the name of Jesus. Who walk around saying that they can do great works and prophesying in the name of Jesus? Christians. Jesus said, I never knew you. Matthew 7, 22 through 29. Go look this shit up. Jesus said, I'm going to tell these motherfuckers, get the fuck away from me. I never knew you.
That part.
So anybody walking around doing shit in Jesus' name, go read the scripture. Matthew 7, 22 through 29. You cannot do shit in Jesus' name according to the Bible and according to Jesus' own fucking words.
He said, get away from me, evildoers. But he didn't curse like that. Grub is doing nonsense, but shout out to Grub because I like his content. But this is actually what the word of God says. Matthew 7, 22. I know he was saying it plain. Yeah, he got to say it a little rough. Shout out to Grub Kitchen. This is what actually Matthew 22, 29 says. Many will say to me on that day, Lord, Lord, did we not prophesy in your name? And in your name drove out demons. And in your name in your name performed many miracles. Then I will tell them plainly, I never knew you. I never knew you. Away from me, you evildoer. So we are not supposed to prophesy in Yahshua's name. We are not supposed to cast out demons in Yahshua's name. We not. That's Jesus' real name. Okay? This is the truth. That's his real name. Okay? And I can't say the other part. Mashiach. I'm going to say it wrong. But that is, okay? That is Jesus' real, well, Yahshua, that's what it is, okay? So, Grub Kitchen is correct. Okay? Grub Kitchen is right. So, while we sitting up here trying to cast out demons, trying to rebuke people in Yahshua's name, he said, he will say, get away from me, evildoers. I did not know that. I said, this don't make sense. Wait a minute. Grub is up here storying. That's what I was like, nah, something wrong. And I went and checked, and I was like, Grub is right. My sisters and brothers, let me share something with y'all. The devil has always played in our face. But we are rebuking the devil in Yahshua's name. And the messed up part is that the devil knows you can't rebuke in Yahshua's name. He laugh at us when he hear us rebuking his demons. Because you can't rebuke in Yahshua's name. See, the devil know the Bible better than a Christian. The devil know the Bible better than the saint. I'm telling you right now, he knows it. That's why he uses it well. He uses it very well. Because check this out. Everything that we were taught wrong, right? Everything that we were taught and we know that is wrong. We were taught that this is wrong, right? They have put it into law. Because why? Why? Because the Bible says we must respect what? The law of the land. See? Everything that is not right, they put it into law. Even the devil read the Bible. Listen, the devil know the word of God. Okay, let's act like we know. That's why he's able to dance in our face, because we don't understand it. And the pastors have not been teaching it to us like they supposed to. They only teach us the part of prospering. They don't teach us the part of this is a sin, that's a sin, you're not supposed to do that. Because if they were actually preaching what they're supposed to, they wouldn't have so many baby mamas in that church. That's nasty, right? But it's true. They wouldn't have so many women in that church that are not married if they was actually preaching the word of God, because the word of God is like a two-edged sword. It convicts you. There we go. There we go. Black Man Unfiltered said the devil knows the word because he came from the word. That's nasty, right? But it's true. That's why everything that we have been taught and we know from when we were young, and what the Bible tells us that is an abomination and this is a sin and that's a sin, they have put it into law, because the Bible says we must obey the law of the land. That's why they put everything into law. We must obey the law of the land. Now, check this out. People will get up here and they will say, the devil is foolish. Thank you, Malik. The devil is foolish. The devil don't know what he's talking about. He don't know what he's doing. But the devil is very smart, because he's able to do things in your face. And everybody laugh about it. They think it's funny. Just like they did that horse. The horse that rode in. Then they had somebody bring like this cloth up to the rings of the Olympics, and you seen the golden calf behind it. See, the symbolism is real, but y'all missing that part. Y'all say, oh no, this is just, this is just a necklace. If y'all check out Snoop Dogg necklace, oh no, this is just a necklace. They just put beautiful rubies and diamonds and everything in it. This is a beautiful necklace. You understand? The symbolism is real. The devil's so good, man. He's so good that he dances in your face. Why you think every beat that we hear in music, if it's something about evilness, right? The beat is it hits every time. In our community, the beat hit every time. It's a good beat. It hit all the time. You know what I'm saying? If I'm talking about guns, drugs, murder, you know what I'm saying? If the beat is always dropping. If I'm talking about being a baby mama, getting disease and all that other stuff, the beat always hits. It's always hit. It even play in your mind. The beat always hit. Because you want to know why? The devil knows that we are meant to praise. The devil knows that human beings are meant to praise. We're meant to praise. We're meant to, when we hear music, we're meant to get excited and jump around. You know what I'm saying? Okay? We're meant to praise. We're meant to be excited and everything when we hear the music. We're meant, because we are instruments of praise. But you know, what do I know? My channel toxic. You know what I'm saying? My channel toxic. You don't learn anything on my channel. My channel don't teach anything. My channel is toxic, okay? Now, let's get into it. Because we already 1 hour and 5 minutes. Let's get into it, okay? Here we go. This is what Charleston White said, y'all. And I want y'all now, shout out to Dennis Sperling. Okay. Shout out to the Blizzard King. I want y'all to listen to the beginning of the video. And then you tell me if Charleston White supports Kamala Harris. Listen to it. Okay?
Shit. They black women think they got a hero. Boy, they just don't know that bitch don't like him. You ready to make history with this one? I'm changing my vote. I'm going with Kamala. I done had a long talk with God in the shower, butt naked. And we had a walk in the Garden of Eden. And yeah, he showed me where Kamala followed a little bit more instruction than the average black woman. She got a white man. I wouldn't dare vote for a black woman, but she ain't a black woman. So I ain't doing nothing wrong voting for her. Black women don't know how to mind. And they don't know how to follow instructions. And they don't know how to sit down and be corrected. As a president, you got to be corrected. Black women can't be corrected. The preacher can't even correct them. God can't even correct them. You really got to beat black women. You really got to beat black women. Every nigga I know got to damn near whoop his hoe. For a black woman to listen, you can't say, "Shut up." God damn. She come out the room, won't know who you calling them. Me and them other girls shut up.
So wait, how do you change that 24 hours later? Because it's like...
Because I prayed and meditated. Don't you pray and meditate and ask for God to give you an answer?
Yeah.
Man, I just come out the shower. I was praying and meditating with the Lord. And God showed me, because I was basing my decision off black women with no man. I ain't never seen them. You see what I'm saying? I've been looking at all these black women who can't keep a man, don't have a man, and they have a hard time listening to a man. Well, here's Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris ain't no black woman. Her daddy is Indian and her mama Asian. She ain't got a nigga in her. You see what I'm saying? So she got a white man. Now, one thing I know about any colored woman, whether she's Mexican, black, yellow, light brown, dark brown, pitch black, or Kodak black. One thing I know about the colored woman is one man she listen to, and that's a white boss.
Ooh. That's nasty.
Can't nobody tell a black woman nothing but a white boss, homie. So this woman here, this color, she got a white husband that seemed to be doing a good job as a husband, and she seemed like she following instructions and can be corrected. You can't correct black women in America. You got to beat them.
Now, y'all heard what he said, right? But I want y'all, we going to play the beginning part one more time, okay? Just the first couple of snippets of it, okay? I want y'all to hear it. Is he really voting for Kamala Harris, or is this sarcasm? Listen to it one more time.
Shit. They black women think they got a hero. Boy, they just don't know.
Did you hear him? See, black women think they got a hero. Boy, they just don't know. Did you hear that? He said, I'm going to send it to you, Black Man Unfiltered. Thank you. I'll send it to you. Did you hear what he said? He said, boy, check it out one more time.
Shit. They black women think they got a hero. Boy, they just don't know that bitch don't like him.
He said, boy, black women think they got a hero, but they just don't know. That bitch don't like you. One more time. Here we go.
Shit. They black women think they got a hero. Boy, they just don't know that bitch don't like him.
Did you hear that? So tell me, is he really voting for Kamala? Or what is that sarcasm? Because listen, people gonna run with this soundbite. They gonna run with this soundbite, and they ain't listen to the first part. They ain't listen to the first part. My sisters, the thing is that y'all gotta understand, just because we kinfolk, right? Just because we skinfolk. How you say that? Kinfolk? Skinfolk? Anyway, just because we look alike, that doesn't mean that I'm for you. That doesn't mean that I'm your friend just because we look alike. This gonna be a little nasty. But I'm gonna say it. Because the house nigga and the field nigga, they both slaves. Right? The house nigga and the field nigga, they both slaves, right? But if the house nigga see the field nigga trying to escape, right? Is the house nigga gonna tell master? If the house nigga see the slave nigga trying to escape, is the house ninja gonna tell master? Put a 1 in the chat if you think yes, the house ninja gonna tell, or no, the house ninja not gonna tell. Put a 2. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah. The house ninja gonna tell that the slave, the field slave trying to leave, he gonna tell. That's how a lot of y'all acting right now. That's how a lot of y'all acting right now. Because we may look alike, but if you see me doing something that's trying to better my life, you're going to go tell master on me. Mm-hmm. You're going to go tell master on me. You're going to go tell on me. And guess what? We in a world today. I'm about to land, Trey. I'm about to land. We in a world today that the slave master is red and blue. Okay? So you got all these celebrity endorsers, okay, that's running out here. These are the house ninjas, okay? They running around here telling the slave ninjas that if you don't vote for this candidate, you ain't black. You ain't black. Okay? Then you got some candidates on the red side that will tell you, oh, blacks for Trump. Okay? Okay? So the problem is that you got all these endorsers that will come out and tell you, if you don't do this, you ain't black. Mind you, they house ninjas. They getting that bread broken off. Okay? But the field ninjas ain't getting shit because they done already told us we not giving y'all motherfuckers reparation. We ain't giving y'all that shit. You ain't getting that money. But your ass better come out here and vote, because I'm going to send the house ninjas after you. I'm sending all the house ninjas is coming after y'all, because you better fall in line. Field ninjas. You better fall in line, because I'm going to send the house ninjas after you. That's right. Law said it. I'm going to put that Project 25 on you. I'm going to put that Project 25 on you. If you don't do what I tell you to do. You hear me? Because Master done gave me the biggest piece of chicken in the house. Master done gave me some biscuits and greens and shit. And Master done gave me money under the table. So you better get in line. Field ninjas. You better get in line, field ninjas, you hear me? Because Master done gave me the biggest piece of chicken. Master done gave me the biggest piece of biscuit. And said, that's right, don't forget the gravy. Love said, don't forget the gravy. Master treat me like one of his own. Master treat me like one of his own. When Master shoes ain't good no more, Master give me his shoes. You bold enough to go out there to the field ninja. Master give you the whip. Cause Master got to give you the whip now. He got to give you the whip. That whip is Project 25. He got to give you that whip. Okay? He got to give you that whip. Master tell you, whoop your own. Whoop your own all over social media. Whoop your own, damn it. Because you're going to whoop them with that Project 25. You're going to whoop them. And you out there, you so proud and shit. You walk out there, you know. Because, you know, I'm the house ninja, you know. I got that education and everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm the house ninja. I can say whatever I want to say. You see the other field ninjas picking cotton, and they not picking the cotton fast enough. And Master say, whoop them with that Project 25. Master say, whoop them with that Project 25. And what you do, you get out there, you tell them, you heard what Master said? You heard what Master said? Master said, if you don't pick that cotton faster, Project 25 coming in this bitch. If you don't vote for Master, you ain't black. If you don't vote for Master, you ain't black. We brown on the outside, but we white on the inside. Because the problem is that the house ninja don't understand. The house ninja don't understand that I'm not supposed to tell on my brother or my sister that's trying to get away from the plantation. I'm not supposed to tell they trying to get away from the plantation. When Master asks about them, I'm supposed to say, Master, I ain't see them. I don't know I don't know what happened. Master say, you ain't see him. Say, no, I ain't see him. I ain't see him. I don't know what happened. House ninja, your job. You know what your job is? Your job was to help the ones that was trying to get away, because you got more room to move. Your job was to help them get to the river. Your job was to help them get to the river. That was your job. You missed it. You missed your job. How did y'all get that much money to get up for her? But it's not enough money to fix our community. Hey, Hall, how are you? How did y'all get up that much money for her, but it's not enough to fix our community? Good morning, Grace. How are you? How do we as a people, because now I'm about to add all of us in here now. How is it that we as a people can barely buy gas, buy food, pay mortgage, pay rent, pay light bill, pay gas, right? Okay? Take care of our children, but our money is getting sent abroad to fund wars. Our money is getting sent abroad. How is that? How is that? Even here in our own country, we have immigrants that came over. I'm not against the immigration. I'm not against that, okay? I'm not against that. My husband is Nigerian. I'm not against that. But I'm against the fact that you gave them everything. And then they came to social media bragging about it. That's my problem. Okay? We would not have known that y'all gave them anything if they didn't come to social media bragging about how much money they got in food stamps. And the government was telling them if you marry, you get more money. Even us who are married, y'all don't even help us that are married. Okay? That's the problem right there. That's the problem I have. America, I'm talking to all of us, every color. We help everybody outside the nation. We protest for every other culture. Okay? Every other culture, every other country, we protest, right? But when shit happened here, why we ain't out there protesting about the gas and the food? Why we ain't protesting about the housing? Why we ain't protesting about the rent and the mortgage? Why we ain't protesting about the food? But we could get out here and protest about wars. Wars that were created before we were even born. These wars that were created before America was born. Do that make sense, y'all? Do that make sense? These countries gonna always be in war. It's destined, it's written. These countries always gonna be in war. It's in the Bible. They're gonna always be in war. But we'll sit up there and waste taxpayer money when we have Americans over here starving and living on the street. It's true. Black man, Unfiltered said, you right. The Ukraine got enough money to end homelessness in the United States. But we don't have enough to give for reparations, though. Can you imagine? I want y'all to hear this woman. She an oldie but goodie, you know, brick face, okay? I want y'all to hear what brick face says. Shout out to Dennis Sperling. He dropped this morning. Check this out.
Assalamu alaikum. Rhodey here to remind you that every time you lie to somebody, you're taking away their choice. You're taking away the ability for them to make a decision that's good for themselves. And that's why I always lie to the people of the global minority and men.
That's Rhoda. That's Rhoda. She thought that was funny. I lie. She not the only one that lied to minorities. She not the only one that lied to men. She's not. The government does it all the time. Because right now, that's what they doing. They making all the men feel like they're evil if they don't vote for Kamala. Okay? They making all the men feel like they're evil if they don't vote for Kamala. They making all the minorities feel like they're evil if they don't vote for Kamala. And I'm not telling y'all vote for Trump. I don't like Trump. I'm not sitting up here telling y'all that. Okay? I'm not sitting up here telling y'all vote for Trump. I don't like Trump either. I don't like Kamala either. Okay? We just arguing over who master gonna win. We just voting over what master gonna win. The plantation. We brown on the outside. Okay? But got the coconut, the white coconut on the inside. Because we got their mindset on the inside. Mind you, whatever they implement, whoever get in the White House, it's not going to benefit us. It is not going to benefit the melanated community. It's not. See, all they got to do is say to you, Project 25, you scared. That's all they got to mention, Project 25, and you are terrified. Mind you, they been knew about Project 25. Why is it coming out now? They been knew about, okay? Why are they coming out with it now? They been knew about this. Any president can take this on, but they're trying to implement it to Trump. Any president can do the nonsense in Project 25. But the problem y'all all missing, okay? The problem y'all all missing. Oh, Sam, yes to your first question. My husband is. The problem that y'all missing is that, check this out. They got y'all scared for no reason. They got you scared for no reason. Any president can do it. And the thing that y'all missing is that the president is eye candy. He doesn't have the power to break up our system. He doesn't. He does not have the power to break up our system that has been here before all of us was born, that is voting today. This is why the Senate and the House exists. Because the president just eye candy. He's just eye candy. He's just eye candy. He cannot do what everybody's saying he could do or she could do. They just want to have someone they can point to and say, you the problem. Check this out. Okay? Check this out. Good morning, Grace. Check this out. If the president wields so much power like they say he does, everybody's scared of Project 25. Why is it every time we got to go for budget, right? Our budget, okay? And the House and Senate could shut this shit down and nothing run. Nothing run. Nobody get paid in this bitch if the House and Senate don't pass a budget. If the president have that much power, why he can't just do it? Do you understand what I'm trying to say to y'all? This is in layman's terms. Do you understand what I'm trying to say to y'all? Do you understand what I'm trying to say to y'all? The House and Senate run this bitch. The president is just eye candy. It doesn't matter who make it to the White House. I just want to let you know. Stop being scared. Stop being scared. We always fooled by our emotions. We always rally because of our emotions. That's on both sides, blue and red. We always rally. Mind you, these two are friends. They break bread together. It's only because on TV and social media they dislike each other. These people break bread together. They can only do what the agenda allows them to do. The powers at be. They can't do more than what is, you know what I'm saying? If it's not on the agenda, they can't do it. They can't do it. They only have certain things that they can get done, and that's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Stop being scared. You got content creators up here in this space that you follow, and they say they're Christian, and they get up here and say, I'm voting for this person because of da 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 da. Mind you, this party will sit up here and say, oh, if somebody say, I'm a woman today and I want to go into the bathroom, you're a woman today. I could be in a parade naked in front of children. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing. Or you will have a candidate who say that I love Catholic people, but I ain't Christian. You know, I ain't Christian, but I hold up the Christian belief, but I ain't Christian. Or they'll get up here and say, you only gonna have to vote one time. You ain't gonna never have to vote again. Who says that? Why would you say that? When everybody knows we vote every 4 years. So what is it that you have the power to stop the vote? So now we won't have to vote on the president anymore. See, words like that will make people scared. You will be scared. Yeah, and I know some people, I see what you wrote in there, Renee. You said, what about the executive orders, sis? I like that. I like what you said. The executive orders, right? They have certain limits to that. You can't write an executive order and break up our whole system. You can't write executive orders and break up our whole system. Also, I want to mention this too. Because everybody always forget it's the Senate and the House that is the puppet masters. Everybody always forget that. But I want to bring this up too. Everybody's scared that Trump said he would give the police immunity, right? Okay, check this out. If he's giving the police immunity, right? Because I want y'all to listen to this. If we giving police immunity, right? Is it all white people that are police? Is there all white people that are police? Okay. Are there all white people that are police? No. So if they give immunity, they're going to give immunity to the blacks. If they're a police officer, they're going to give immunity to the Hispanics that are police officers. They're going to give immunity to people of all races. Indian, Asian, they all gonna have immunity. That's not gonna happen. They don't want all of them to have immunity. Trump only said that for sound bites. He need to get their vote. See, politicians have to tell you what you want to hear. Politicians have to tell you what you want to hear. And Anissa said, I saw what she wrote. She said, let me see. Now, she said they can rewrite and change the Constitution, right? How many times have they done that, though, Anissa? How many times have they done that? How many times have they wrote amendments? How many times have they? But it have to be voted in. It can't be the executive order that can do that alone. Y'all gotta stop being so fearful. Stop being so fearful. Y'all scared for no reason. It can't do all these things that they're trying to scare we the people with. Congress is the true motherfuckers in this bitch. Congress is the true motherfuckers in this bitch. You want to know who run this bitch? Look at Congress. Look at the Senate. They your problem. They your problem. They are your problem. The House and the Senate is your problem. The president is eye candy. They just pick one person, so if any shit go wrong, they get to point at the one person. That's it. Y'all just fighting over whose slave master is best. That's what y'all doing. Who the slave master that's best? That's what y'all doing. We fighting over whose slave master is best. That's what we doing. When we get out here and we arguing with each other, I'm not telling you either candidate is good. Both of them evil. I'm sorry. Well, anyway, you could bring a horse to water, but you can't make him drink it. So I ain't gonna never be able to change nobody's mind. I'm just talking, you know. I'm just talking. I can't change anybody's mind. I'm just talking ish. That's all I'm doing. Because let me share something with you. My channel is toxic. My channel don't teach. My channel does not teach anything. My channel don't have charts and stats and shit. Nope, my channel don't have none of that. I just get up here and talk shit. That's what my channel is. That's it. I'm not here to teach you anything. My channel is toxic as fuck, okay? And I make up, okay? I make up the title as I go along in the morning. Okay? So listen. You choose who you want to choose. I'm not here to tell you anything. You choose who you want to choose. But I'm here to tell you that you can bring a horse to water, but you can't make them drink it, because no matter what, this is what you have in your mind. So, like I said, my channel is toxic and it don't teach anything. Then listen, I will put the lesson out there. But if you miss the lesson, baby, it's not my fault. It's your fault. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying is if you miss the lesson, it's your fault. Truth be told, we just picking who is the best master. That's all. Okay? We just picking who the best master. That's all. Okay? Because Project 25 can be implemented by any president. It don't matter. But if we want to tell the truth, black people, you've been going through Project 25 since the 1960s. That's the truth. That's the truth. You have been the race that has been through more shit than just a little bit. Mm-hmm. Okay? I just want to tell you that. But I want you to know that my channel, okay? I just want you to know that my channel is toxic, because everybody said take heed to the message. Channel is toxic now. Okay? My channel is toxic because I get people riled up, okay? And I get people excited and I give them a dopamine. So my channel is toxic. This is what I was told. So with that being said, that's what it is. My channel is toxic, and listen, I don't have charts and stats. I'm not educating y'all on anything. I just get up here and talk shit. I steal people ideas. Okay? I steal people ideas. Mind you, when I do steal the idea, I say shout them out. I shout them out. Because you want to know why? When people used to steal my content, I ain't get a shout out. So that's why I shout you out. If I steal your phrase, I say shout out to so and so. Okay? At least I have an honor among thieves. So it is what it is. Okay? It is what it is. Okay? At the end of the day, Green Bee said, is she still talking shit? Yes, I'm talking shit, sir. Okay? Because at the end of the day, no matter what, you gotta choose which master gonna work for you. Okay? At the end of the day, you got to choose which master gonna work for you. But I'm gonna share something with you. As being an American, okay, no matter what color you call me, as being an American, okay, I do not want to see this motherfucker burn. I don't. For all the service members who passed on to protect our freedoms, okay, I don't want to see this bitch burn. Salute to all the service members, even the ones that passed on to glory. I don't want to see this bitch burn. So that's why I tell y'all, pay attention to your local elections. The president is just eye candy. Pay attention to your local elections. Right now, you just arguing over who is the best master. That's what you're doing right now. I just want you to understand that part. And then also, I want y'all to hear this, what this man said about his wife. I want you to hear this. And my women who are married, I want y'all to take heed to this. This is something that needs to be taught in church, okay? But, it's too many women running around here and there's no accountability. The only thing that is taught is that, the only thing that's taught in the melanated churches is that you will prosper, your business will prosper. Malik, thank you so much. Your business will prosper, everything will prosper. But the lessons of accountability, the lessons of the sins that you have committed are not being taught, okay? But check this out. I want y'all to hear this, what this gentleman said, okay? He's a melanated gentleman. He's older as well. Check it out.
So you said that your wife, your past wife, she served you down to the bone.
To the bone.
Can you explain to women what is serving down to the bone?
Serving down to the bone is giving you whatever you need and with enjoyment.
Okay.
With enjoyment.
And how can you tell if the woman is enjoying it? Because some women know how to hide.
Well, she started from the beginning.
Okay.
Whatever I need, whatever I want, she was there for me,
Okay.
and vice versa. I was married for 36 years and did not commit adultery. And I rubbed on naked women for about 47 years. Because I'm a massage therapist.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you did nothing, not one hinge?
Look at it. I didn't have it in me because I didn't want to disturb what I was getting.
So what you at home was more valuable than what you seen in the street.
Yes. I mean, what I had at home was real. It was totally real. In the streets, you don't know what you're getting, or how you're getting it, or what it is, or what it's about. You know. But at home, you know, we in this. I got her back, she got my back. You know? But now, I think that's unheard of.
Yeah.
You know, because women don't know that particular.
So you said.
He said, my wife served me down to the bone, and she was happy serving me. My wife served me down to the bone, and she was happy serving me. She served me down to the bone, and she was happy serving me. And I want y'all to hear this, because this woman said, I did all that I did because I was faking it. Check this out.
Let's not pretend that I'm the one that paid the deposit on our house. Let's not pretend that I'm not the one that paid for the Range Rover. Let's not pretend that I'm the one that paid for this whole fucking life that we live. Let's not pretend that. Let's not pretend. Let's not pretend. Oh, okay. Let's not pretend. Let's just be very, very real. You told me to put it on live, so I put it on live. So, and then you want to start talking about a glass of wine, and then you want to start saying, oh, are you not going to talk? After I was just sitting here silent before we even got on live. I've been not talking. I've been not talking. I've been not talking. So what are you talking about? Oh, okay. That's not.
Has she worked herself down to the bone? Has she worked herself down to the bone and been happy with it? Has she worked herself down to the bone and was happy with it? Or she worked herself down to the bone for social media so they can get the clicks and giggles and likes? You see, you have to be careful what you do on social media. Because I'll share with you, social media never forgets. It will never forget. Social media never forgets the shit you say. Like the shit I'm saying right now. This shit will be played. You know what I'm saying? This is what Take Heed said. This is what Take Heed said. Okay? This is what Take Heed said. See, this woman is terrified of the image that she let out on social media. She deleted all that shit. See, Take Heed will come and put the shit out on social media. And I'm going to leave it there. I'm not going to take it down. Because this is what I believe in my heart. If I said to you, may her soul rest in peace, Sonya Massey, if I said to you that she would be alive today if she was married, I stand on it, 10 toes down in it. If I say to you that you should fuck your husband on a regular, I stand 10 toes down on it. I mean it. You should fuck him on a regular. If I say you should love your husband and be respectful, respect first, I stand 10 toes down in it. That's what I mean. If I say serve your husband, if I say serve him, never get out of servitude in your marriage, I can stand 10 toes down in it, baby, and tell you that's what I said. I always tell y'all, speak to the mic. I always tell y'all, speak to the mic when it's your husband. I can stand 10 toes down in it. See, everything that I tell you, I can stand in it. Even when people come against me, I can stand in it. Because I mean what the fuck I said. I ain't gonna get out here and tell you I ain't gonna get out here and tell you some bullshit that I have not done. I ain't gonna get out here and tell you do this and I ain't do it. Well, what do I know? What do I know? Okay, what do I know? Okay, what do I know? This woman right here who was arguing with her husband on social media and calling him out, she had more to say. She had more to say. But on site only clipped this part. She brought up all this man demons, all this man things that he have done in his past and where he lived at before they dated, and how he didn't take care of his daughter. He have a daughter, you know what I'm saying? How he's a deadbeat dad, how he lived in somebody's basement. All this stuff she brought to social media about her husband. She has made a core memory with this man. Hey, King Ball, how are you, sir? It's good to see you. She has made a core memory with this man. Green Bean, stop playing. She has made a core memory with this man. This disgrace that she gave this man. No matter how many times y'all see them again on social media, their marriage is done. Their marriage is done. Once you make a core memory like that with your husband, right? I want you to know that. Once you make a core memory with your husband, disgrace like this, y'all marriage is done. I don't care how many times he go through the motions with you and shit like that. The marriage is done. Even if you didn't have a publicized marriage like social media, and you did all these things to your husband in, the household, or you did it in front of his family, right? You made a core memory. He'll never forget it. He'll never forget it. And he'll never forget how you treated him. One thing about a man, when he down and you kick him, he remembers where you kick him, what time you kicked him, how hard you kicked him. He remembers. That's one thing about a man. When he down and you kick him, he remembers. And this man will never forget what she did. I don't care what kind of sexual healing she give him. I don't care how much love she try to shower on him. He will never forget this core memory. That's why, my sisters, be mindful of what you say to your husband. Be mindful of how you treat him. You know how you know that you don't treat your husband well? I'm going to share with you how you know. And y'all who've been married a long time, you probably know this too. He'll never want to be around your ass when he come home. He'll never want to be around you. I played the little trick on my husband a couple weeks ago, because when he come home from work, I'm always under him all the time. We always together and shit. We always together, no matter what. Even going to the store and shit, we always together. Okay? We just like freaking frat, always together and shit. Even though we've been married a long ass time, we always together. We don't do shit without each other. Okay? I don't know why we just link like that. Okay? I played a trick on him. He was in his man cave, because we got 2 living rooms. He was in his man cave, and I went upstairs. And I started getting into my quilt. I started crocheting my quilt. Matter of fact, I got to get some more yarn. So I started crocheting my quilt upstairs, just sitting down in the lazy boy we got upstairs and watching TV and crocheting, right? Just relaxing, And he come upstairs, bust the door open. Why you up here? I said, now, was I on the bed? I think I was on the bed. I was on the bed. Okay. Why you up here? Bust the door open. I said, I'm just coming up here to relax. He's like, we don't do that. We don't do that. What are we doing? Is this something new? Is this something new? And he jumps on the bed, then jump on me, knock the crocheting stuff off the bed, everything, the yarn and everything. He knocks it over the bed, start kissing on me, biting on me and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because this is what we're used to. This is what we do. You know what I'm saying? I make core memories with this man all the time. He wants to be around me. Yes, he did, Tara, because I always do it to him. I always do it to him, Tara. That's true. That's how you know if you have a relationship where it's healthy. That's how you know if your husband loves to be around you, because he always wants to be around you. But there's sometimes where my king want to just think on his own, okay? And he just want to relax, yes. But majority of the time, we always around each other. Lord, I don't know what's going to happen when God get ready. I don't know what's going to happen. But let it be in a ripe old age for both of us. Y'all take heed to the message. Everybody have a wonderful day. Much love to you all. Thank you for tuning in. And thank you for coming to rock with me, because you could be anywhere else, but you decided you're going to rock with me today, and I appreciate y'all. You hear me? I appreciate y'all. Thank you for coming to rock with me, because you didn't have to. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink it. And my sisters and brothers, I have led you to the water, honey. And if you don't want to drink it, it's all right. It's all right. Because my channel is toxic and it don't teach nothing. Okay? So it doesn't matter. Okay? It does not matter. Much love to everybody. If you want to donate to the channel, you can donate through Cash App. You can also donate through Super Chat. Please hit the like and subscribe button if you feel my content. If you don't feel my content, baby, scroll up. They got other content creators in this bitch. Okay? Also, if you want to buy from us, our family business is called ubmracksfashion.com. The links are in the bio. SD, Macari, eBay, Pushmart. Okay? And then ubmracksfashion.com. Daniel, how are you, hon? It's good to see you. Also, if you want to buy merch from us, scroll to the top of the page in YouTube. Okay? You will see shop or store. You can go check it out. YouTube sells the merch. Hoodies, water bottles, mugs, baby clothes, all that good stuff. You can check it out. Okay? Much love to y'all all. I will see you tomorrow. Okay? I will see you tomorrow, God willing. With my toxic ass channel. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Because my channel don't teach shit. Okay? It's just toxic. And I make up some title for this bitch, and I get in here and turn on the camera and run my motherfucking mouth. That's what I do. That's what I do in this bitch. I get up here and run my motherfucking mouth and turn on the camera, and that's what I do in this bitch. I do that shit for 2 motherfucking hours. That's what I do. I get in this bitch and start running my mouth. Once I see the title, baby, that's it. Yes, honey, that's what I do. I do that shit in this bitch. I don't have no motherfucking charts and stats and shit. I get in here and talk shit. That's what I do. That's what I do, baby. That's what I do. That's what I do. Listen, if you want someone that do charts and stats, and they have all this, you know, they got everything. You know what I'm saying? You got to go see somebody else, because I'm not doing that shit. I'm not. Okay? I do the best I can. Okay? I do the best I can. Okay? And that's what I do. Okay? Now, every lesson, okay, that I teach, because there's a lesson. And all the shit that I say, there's a lesson. It's up to you to catch the lesson. But if you don't catch the lesson, that ain't my motherfucking fault. That ain't my fault. That